In lesson 9.6, we're going to translate conic sections. You'll notice these equations are slightly more complicated than what we've been using. And the difference is we're including HK, where HK serves as the vertex of the parabola, write that down, serves as the vertex of the parabola, and it's the center of our other conics. So now I'm going to put up our original equations that we used when we were only using the origin. If you don't have all of these formulas, make sure that you pause the video and copy them down. So remember, the difference is when we're translating, we're using HK. H is going to be a left-right or horizontal shift, and K is going to be up-down, a vertical shift. And we'll just look at the parabola for a moment. So we have Y is paired with the K, that's an up and down motion, and the H is paired with the X, which is left and right. And the last thing we're going to add to this slide is the focus. The equation, again, when we're working with the focus and an ellipse, it's going to be c squared equals a squared minus b squared. And when we're working with a hyperbola, it's going to be c squared equals a squared plus b squared. And we'll need that depending on the information our questions give us. Here we're asked to write the equation for a parabola given its vertex and the focus. So visualizing a graph is helpful even though it's not telling us that we have to graph it. The first thing I'm going to do is to plot the vertex. It says -2, 3. And the second point I'm going to plot is -4, 3, which is the focus. So what that tells me is that my parabola is going to open something like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we know that it's going to be opening left and right or horizontally. So that tells us we're going to use y squared equals 4px. So the vertex is not 0, 0, so we're going to use our new equation, y minus k squared equals 4px minus h. Now we have to determine the k and the h. For this, we're going to use our vertex. We have hk. So y minus 3 squared equals 4px, and it's -2, so a double negative is going to be a +2. The last thing we need to determine is our p-value. The distance between the focus and the vertex, this distance here, that's going to be the p-value, and that's -2. So now we're going to write our final equation, y minus 3 quantity squared equals, and then -2 times 4 is going to be -8, x plus 2. And that's our standard form of the equation for our parabola.